Welcome back, everybody. It is episode 7 of Retail Therapy, and we're back after a long hiatus for numerous reasons. I'm Nowell Monteo. I'm joined with Matt Vicarious.
That's me.
And we're just going to recap the things that we've been doing since the last time we met up, which is, almost a month ago?
2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago?
2.5 weeks ago, something like that. So, yeah. We've been doing stuff away from...
You had a work thing that you had to do.
I was gone for about a week for a work event, so that put me out of commission because I was out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, we couldn't record, and then the week before...
I think the week before was when we
all got together.
Yeah, and we just didn't record because we just were having a good time.
Yeah, we were playing board games, and we were doing stuff. So, but in that time when we were hanging out, we did something that none of us had done in many a year.
You're talking about where we ate dinner?
Yep.
Oh, God. We went to Sizzler.
No. The Sizzler.
The Sizzler.
Yeah. Where it's amazing because people call it like the old people's, or God's waiting room.
Oh my God.
Because that's just where everyone goes to die. The sign for their business hours were sizzling, and then
I didn't even realize.
Oh, you didn't read that? Oh, I did because it cracked me up. But yeah, that's what they say on their hours.
Hours were sizzling.
Hours were sizzling. Now I feel like we had tried to go there before, and we thought they didn't have the all-you-can-eat.
Yeah, you and I went there
bar
a couple years ago, I think, and we went in there and basically immediately turned around and left because they used to have like their big board on the wall, like right as you walk in, that would tell you, all you can eat, or you can order off a menu or whatever. Right. And we didn't see the all you can eat buffet part, so it was like, fuck this. Just turned around and walked out.
Yeah.
And then we went in again because Mike had told us in our group chat that, like, oh man, I went to Sizzler and just ate all this food. I'm like, whoa, what?
I mean, he didn't make it sound appealing.
Oh, no.
But it sounded like it'd be a fun adventure. And we talked about doing it in the group chat, and everybody was on board. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I guess we're going to do this.
Yep.
So let's do it. And I thought we were kind of joking, and I know we were actually going to do it. And then Paz was like, hell yeah, what time are we doing this? I ate a boiled egg and grapes today to prepare myself.
Yeah, he straight up prepped his body.
Oh, he fasted for the Sizzler. He wanted to be sizzling. But it's what you imagine. It's a pretty sad. It's it's too bright and too dim all at the same time.
Yeah, it was really weird.
The vibe was odd because we were the youngest people there.
Oh, absolutely.
Who weren't collecting government money. So, that makes sense.
I found it really amusing while we were sitting at our table that they had TV monitors all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't the weird part. The weird part is that the only thing they were playing on loop was advertisements of themselves. Like, oh man, come eat at Sizzler. Try our steaks today.
I'm already there. You don't need to sell me. I already bought it.
Like, who's this for?
I trying to make the sale. Maybe it's somebody that was begrudgingly there.
Extra hungry and wanted to get a steak on top of their all-you-can-eat dinner.
No, I figured it was someone that got dragged along, and they were like, just sitting there not eating anything. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to eat Sizzler. And you're sitting at the table while somebody's like packing their gullet full of all-you-can-eat salad and tacos. And, oh, God. And the sweet and sour bananas.
What was it? Was it sweet and sour bananas?
No, it wasn't sweet and sour bananas. It looked like sweet and sour bananas. Right.
It was like strawberry.
It was
bananas.
Strawberry sauce. There was a mini corn in there, and I ate it.
Yeah.
It was sick.
I remember we all kept joking about it to the point where I didn't realize what it was. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm going to eat this.
No, it was strawberry. It was bananas and strawberry sauce. And I'm like, oh, they must have done this to keep the bananas preserved. Because bananas, as soon as you peel them, they turn brown. Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, they're immediately brown. But that was fun. And on our way there, or before we had Sizzler
earlier in the day,
you had to have a snack.
Yeah.
And describe for the listeners in the the way we traveled to our destination.
So we went to a McDonald's, grown men. The four of us crammed into a 2010 Camaro Bumblebee edition. So we went to a McDonald's, like man children, in a Transformer car.
All of us in our late 20s or mid 30s.
Just a bunch of pieces of trash.
We got almost nothing there. It was just like a couple dollar menu items and some drinks or whatever.
I think I got like 2 McChickens or something.
Something like that. But it was it was laughable. The other part of the Sizzler adventure was Jason's Yoda backpack. That looks like Yoda's hanging off his back.
It's a small child.
Looked like a tiny Einstein on his back. My favorite part about that was we sat in the car and Mike looks over at Jason about ready to leave on his motorcycle and he's like, well, at least if he dies, he's going to die with dignity. And that fucking broke me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh God.
God, at that point we had all been laughing all day, so we were just crying.
Laughing so hard that like the muscles behind my ears hurt.
Yeah.
Like that spot on your brain or on your skull that just does that. God. But after so that was a few days before I'd left for my work trip. Mm-hmm. And there's some stuff I want to talk about there because there were some great people that I encountered out and about. There were it took place in a casino in Vegas. Okay. And I went there a day early with some of my coworkers. Well, not technically coworkers, but other store managers. And we were hanging out on the casino floor. They were playing the slot machines. I wasn't. Yeah. Because I know I'd get too deep into it unless I'd like saved myself some money. I really wanted to gamble. But something that one of my roommate Jake pointed out is that people were sitting at machines and they were hitting like jackpots and other things. And they just stone-faced just got that. I won. Dude, you just won like $100. Yeah. You're not excited? You're not like losing.
They probably already lost like $6,000.
I didn't think about that, but that's probably true. But like when like Joel or Lena would win, we would all get like super jazzed and just like dance around and be obnoxious. It's like that's how you should be playing. And we did see a pair of middle-aged women, and they were side by side slot machining, and they were just like wow.
It was just a bunch of old woo girls.
Oh, they were having a blast, and I was like, yes, get it, Bug. That is what you need to be doing, because that is excellent.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was a lot of gross people around. We happened to be in Vegas during the Mayweather-McGregor fight.
Oh, gross.
So there was a lot of Affliction shirts floating around.
Some sweet tap-out bros.
Some sweet tap-out bros. But it was kind of funny because, I guess, because the fight was... it wasn't...
It's the night before.
No, it was night of.
Oh, okay.
We were there the night of the fight.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I got there the night of. And we went and saw a Cirque du Soleil show that night, which happened to fall right when the fight was happening.
Oh, wow.
So we were there. It wasn't all the way packed, but it was pretty full. Mm-hmm. And we were just kind of away from it all, so we didn't see anything. And I guess because it wasn't an upset fight. Yeah. There was like nothing happened. Yeah. We're like walking around the strip and nobody's going nuts. There's no fights. I mean, nothing that we saw.
No rioting.
And it was really strange because I was expecting it to be mayhem. I was expecting the casinos to be packed with people gambling and betting on the fight but it was pretty chill. It was weird. Yes. And let's see. I think that's all I have from my trip.
You see any sweet like nerd dudes, some neckbeards?
That's all I saw. Which apparently they had come up with a name for these people. They call them gords. Oh my god! I was like a pumpkin, but just like GORD gourd, like just
like short for Gordy.
Maybe I don't know what it's short for, but it's very fitting for that kind of person who's just like, I wear video game t-shirts, and this is the game I play, and I'm going to tell you about it to your face, and you're going to look at me dead in the eyes because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yikes.
Yeah, those were the people, and it was great because, yay, we work for the same thing. Cool. But, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty awkward because not only are they, in a way, coworkers, but they're just the most neckbeardy people that also work for the company.
I mean, there's a lot of normal-looking people,
yeah,
to be fair. But, yeah, it was... it's a slop fest, for sure. It's... Oh, gosh, the food, though, man, it made my tummy bubble all week.
God, was it just McDonald's all day? Or what?
No, it was McDonald's, because they fed us, so we had basically like a cafeteria to eat at.
Okay.
And every day it was different food, and you had like a selection, like breakfast, you'd have like fruit and whatever. But for whatever reason, the food that we were eating on top of the coffee they were serving just gave me the farts all day. And I'm just trying to not drill them into my seat, just like, God, oh! So
I can use drill to describe your farts.
We do just pound them into that chair, because that's just what's going to happen. And I felt bad because there was a couple times where I was late to something because I was in the bathroom, and a lot of times I wouldn't even go take a toozy. I would just be in the bathroom just peeing and just
the airiest farts.
Oh man, I felt like a balloon just getting all the air let out. So that was interesting, but it was fun. I got to hang out with a bunch of people that I don't normally get to hang out with on the regular, so that was fun.
That's cool.
Got to see some cool stuff, some new things coming out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. So I kind of want to talk about some video games.
Cool.
Right now.
Yeah, let's do it,
because we haven't done that in a long while because it's been kind of a drought. Summertime, no games.
Yep.
I'm finally playing The Last of Us.
Yes.
Which you played.
I played through it twice.
You played on the PS3 and the PS4, right? So you're well versed in the game, and I feel bad for not getting into it sooner, but man,
it's so good.
The fact that I'm talking to my TV when stuff's happening for real, like I'm like no. I'm like, oh wow, I'm in this. This is like I'm watching That's awesome. Really like enthralling movie. The gunplay is really fun. The story is obviously like the big driving point. Even when you're just like scavenging for supplies, anytime you find like any little piece of something to
fucking just gotta gather all.
You're like, oh god, I got some blades. I can make another shiv. Cool. Yeah. It's really fun.
How are you liking the clickers? They're real fun, aren't they?
The clickers, yeah, those. They're not as bad as they're not as scary as I was.
Sure.
As a lot of people made them out to be, but I imagine that like when you first heard about them or encountered them without actually seeing them, yeah, they're definitely not fun. I was expecting them to be a little bit more challenging to fight, but the fact that they're a one-hit kill is sucks.
Unless you have a shiv to defend yourself, not even attack them.
Well, you have to have the upgrade.
That's right. Yeah,
you have to spend 50 supplements just to counter their attack, and it breaks a whole shiv.
God,
not just one bar of its durability; it breaks the whole shiv, and it doesn't even kill them, unless you have the fully upgraded one, which is another 100 supplements.
That's so crazy.
Which, for anybody listening who hasn't played the game, supplements are essentially how you upgrade your health, your abilities, and some of your like the shiv upgrades and things like that. But it's super good. And I don't want to start another game until I finish it.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'll get sucked into something else. Because Destiny 2 just came out.
Oh, dude, so good.
And I want to play that, but I don't want to start playing that until I finish The Last of Us.
Yeah, do it. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Some parts in the game have already, like, hurt my heart. And, just made me so stressed. But, yeah.
First, 10 minutes.
Oh, the first 10 minutes are just because you know what's going to happen because you're like, oh, it's a video game. It's post-apocalyptic. There's like zombie type things running around, and you're like, oh, this is just normal life. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then basically the end of the world happens, and you have to deal with that.
Yep,
dude, it's
crazy.
Oof.
It's pretty heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah. Oh, and also it's good that you should definitely play through Last of Us.
Yes,
because I haven't started Destiny 2 on PlayStation yet.
Yes.
I've been playing on Xbox, and by the time you finish, I'll probably start on PlayStation. I'll be your Sherpa.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Just a thing to note is you can't play cooperatively until you get through past the first mission.
Well, yeah,
the first couple missions.
I'd play through a good chunk of the story before jumping in like cooperative and stuff.
Yeah,
but it looks good. The early feedback I've been hearing has been good. Coworkers have been playing it and they really enjoy it. My whole staff got it.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a winner, which I'm glad that enough people were willing to give them that second chance.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people were poo-pooing the whole like franchise and didn't want to continue on it.
Yeah. Some people are just pretty jaded about the first one. Like they only played the vanilla
launch.
Destiny, launch Destiny, and then didn't give it another try when Taken King or Rise of Iron came out, which vastly improved.
Oh yeah, they streamlined a lot of stuff. That brought me back in. Like when that Rise of Iron expansion came out, I just got the collection and jumped right in. I was like, well, there's so much to do. I haven't done any of this.
Dude, yeah,
I didn't do any of the first 2 expansions or any of the Taken King content.
Oh my god.
So
you had a ton of game to play.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Really good job.
So yeah, I'm excited to jump into that.
I mean, they did a really good job with the campaign this time around, which, I mean, a lot of people complained that there wasn't any story to begin with, which, that's fine. It's whatever. It didn't bother me, because I just like the gameplay, but the campaign flow is a lot better, and there's a lot of variety, too. In fact, I just did a mission that I was not expecting at all before we started recording, where I got to drive around a tank, and I did not expect that at all. Like I didn't think there'd be any vehicle missions.
Yeah, because there's not really any missions there's no vehicles in the game except for the Sparrow.
Yeah.
In the first game.
Yep.
And that's just basically to get you from point A to point B. Oh, I guess there's
the pikes.
The pikes.
Yeah, which are the little, basically sparrows with guns.
The Cabal vehicles.
Those are the fallen vehicles, like the little motorbikes that have like the rapid fire blasters.
And there's those big
and then there's the big. I think they're called interceptors, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
That's the one that are on the Cabal, like on Mars. Those ones too, but you only use it for like one mission.
Yeah. Or if you're in patrol mode,
you
can get one.
Yeah, this mission was awesome. You had a huge tank that also had like lock-on missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was lock-on missiles and a
like a railgun.
A railgun. It's awesome. It very Halo vibe.
Yep, I got that too. I felt like I was driving the Scorpion around.
But yeah, it was like a Scorpion with heat-seeking missile side stuff.
Anything that comes in front of you turns to dust.
Yeah, I love it when you just had like one enemy locked on and all
the missiles.
6 missiles hit it.
It's like,
sorry, dude, sorry about it.
Yeah,
so yeah, I feel like going forward, we're probably gonna have a lot of video game talk.
We're getting into that season where we're going to have a lot of games and games that we both want to play too.
Yeah, Destiny 2 for sure. I don't know how much we're going to have to talk about it, just because it is kind of an MMO, so there's not.
I mean, it'll be neat to we both compare like what gear we've gotten and stuff like that. What experiences,
discover some different nuances and whatnot.
I mean, it's no Breath of the Wild, but
dude, I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Finally getting a Switch. Finally get to play my Zelda. You've
had it since launch and you haven't even got to play it.
Yeah, and it's been taunting me.
Oh, man.
Luckily, it's been my guest room, so I haven't had to look at it all the time.
There you go.
So it's out of sight, out of mind. Because today I looked at a traded-in copy, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that!" And I was like, "Wait,
you already have it."
I already have it. Why am I even doing that to myself?
We get quite a few used games coming in, so if you don't have any at your store and you need them,
for sure,
come by my store.
If I need them, I'll definitely get it hooked up. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up next month. We got Shadow of War, which I cannot wait.
I still have stuff coming out this month.
Oh yeah, because you got your Marvel vs. Capcom.
I got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I got Metroid.
Yep.
Yes.
Finally.
Oh my god, finally.
Nintendo hasn't forgotten.
The Super NES Classic.
Ooh. There's some games on there I've never played.
Same. Like I'm
Super Mario
more
RPG?
excited for
Never
this than the NES Classic. Like NES Classic was driven by nostalgia. Things I played almost every game on there.
Well, for me, the NES Classic was cool because there were games on there that I played when I was really little.
Yeah.
But we moved on from the NES Classic when I was like 4 or 5.
From the NES.
To the Super Nintendo.
Gotcha.
That's when we got that. And it just kind of got put away. Like, my parents didn't keep it out. And I think that was the reason why I didn't play a lot of the NES games. Yeah. I mean, I played a
shitload of the NES, like, not just by myself or with my brother growing up, but when Jason and I used to live in the same town, dude, I'd freaking ride my bike over to his place and we just play NES at his grandma's house.
Yeah.
Played so many games.
Yeah, I played more of the NES back when I was hanging out with Adam a bunch, and he had one gifted to him with a stack of games like Paperboy and Super Mario 3, of course, which I played those games more on the Super Mario All-Stars on the SNES.
Oh, cool.
So I felt like I played the NES Classic a bunch, or the NES a bunch, but I'd played those games on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Which I loved.
So yeah, I owned a Genesis growing up instead of a Super Nintendo.
Oh, that's right.
I never owned a Super Nintendo. However, like, I had a couple friends that, had them, or like cousins. So I'd play Mario World, some of the obvious, like Legend of Zelda.
Right.
And I actually didn't even play Super Metroid until... I didn't play it on Super Nintendo first.
Was it GBA?
No, I think it was the Wii. It was the first time I finished it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the Metroid Prime series. Like, Prime and Fusion were like even though the first game I played was the original Metroid, I didn't get like super, super hooked into it until Fusion on the GBA and Prime came out the same fall. Or I think the same day.
Oh, they did?
I think so. Like, very close together, because I remember I got like a GBA, Metroid Fusion, and Metroid Prime like for Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Fusion was on the GBA, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
And those were like not my first entry, but like the ones I got like hooked into. So it wasn't until I got the Wii later and did the Virtual Console. Yeah, it was because I got they had Super Metroid released on Christmas the year that the Wii came out on the Virtual Console.
That's right.
I remember it was like, Merry Christmas, here's Super Metroid. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I finally played it, and I was like, oh my god, this game's incredible.
Yeah.
So I played that. I played Link to the Past, played Mario World. I played a little bit of Mario RPG, I think my brother had it on his computer, like an emulator.
Right.
That's about the extent of it. But most of those games I've never played.
Yeah, I played a bit of Star Fox at my cousin's house. Yep. Star Fox 64 is what I got deep into when it came out on the Nintendo 64. But yeah, I'm really excited to play the Mario RPG. Earthbound, never played any of the Earthbound games. So
I almost got that on the GBA or the 3DS Virtual Console, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, now you can play it on the TV.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome.
And the fact that it comes with 2 controllers instead of just 1.
Instead of 1, the controllers are longer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And they still use the same input, so if you have the extenders, you're still fine.
Yep.
So, which I do, and I'm glad I did.
Good.
So, that'll be awesome. But yeah, that's just this month.
Yeah, that's just this month. Next month, on the 10th.
10-10, Shadow of War.
Shadow of War.
We're going to be fighting Uruks and building an army.
Shouting at nasty men.
Oh my god, the nastiest men.
God, Dubosh the Great. I'm like, wait, what?
Douche the Bloody.
Yeah, just some of the grossest dudes.
But yeah.
Got that. Got Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is at the end of the month.
And Assassin's Creed and Wolfenstein.
Which I'm actually going to play Assassin's Creed this time around.
Nice, yeah.
Because this one looks... sorry about that. Jeez Louise. I don't know how to turn my phone off vibrate. I probably have to go into the settings or something, but... I tried. Oh, well, never mind.
There you go.
God, I'm stupid. Thanks, Noel. Wow. Anyway... Ooh,
that's funny.
That was embarrassing.
That's okay.
Well, nobody could see that, so
yeah, that's right.
So Noel did some crazy trick magic on my phone.
Yeah, I went into his settings and changed all sorts of things. Just real fast.
I can't even read my phone now. It's in Arabic. So I don't know what to do. But no, the new Assassin's Creed looks cool. I like that it's essentially the genesis of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
That'll be cool.
Excited to see that.
I like the setting, the fact that you got the big city of Cairo, but you also have the wilderness on the outside of town. So there's going to be animals and other things to fight.
You gotta travel down the river in a sweet canoe.
Yeah, you get to be the canoe, and you get to have an eagle fly over.
Yeah, dude.
And
it's funny how the eagle basically plays like a drone from the from the Ghost Recon series. It's just a drone.
Yeah, he flies over and you can mark enemies. It's great. Looks awesome. So that'll be fun. There's so much stuff that I keep forgetting that's coming out.
That Evil Within 2 that same month. I still haven't finished the first one. I have it.
I feel like that's one that I should play because it's probably short and sweet.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
I mean, when I started playing, I got some like classic Resident Evil vibes from it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I never got into that. But
what else?
I don't know.
I mean, so we got November. We got Call of Duty.
Yeah,
the obvious thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sure. It's okay. I mean, whatever. I'm not into it, but I'm not gonna bash on it.
Why am I like drawing a blank on November? I feel like there's more. I know there's more stuff.
Star Wars
Battlefront 2. Oh my god.
And then the following month, the movie.
Oh my god. Oh, the movie. I think the tickets for that will probably go up next month.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, the last 2 years I was able to buy tickets in October.
I feel like I saw the movie like the weekend it came out without having to buy any pre sale tickets.
That's awesome.
I think I went on a weekday, matinee.
Yeah.
I think Chris and I went and saw it super early in the day, so it was great.
For the next freaking however many years they're pumping out the Star Wars movie.
It's great.
I'm fortunate to be able to go with Tara on opening night because it's the day after her birthday the last couple of years, and it will probably be for the next couple of years.
Nice.
So it's
that's awesome.
It's not my birthday present to her, but we get to go.
Yeah, that's rad. So last night went and saw the new It movie, and it was awesome.
I was excited.
It was creepy and scary.
I'm nervous but excited at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna scare you.
I was definitely super nervous and scared when I bought the tickets for us. It's like, I'm gonna do this because I love my fiance and she loves scary movies, even though I'm a big puss.
Yeah.
But then we watched the original It this last week.
Yeah.
Because I had never seen it.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's get a taste for it. And now that I've seen it, I'm like, oh, you know what? I think, and then now I'm intrigued to see how it compares.
Yeah, the kid from Stranger Things is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome,
dude. He's so funny. He's hilarious. I think the part that was, or the fact of the movie that was good is that it didn't stick with us. So Chris wasn't freaked out.
Oh, okay.
This morning when she got up because I wasn't home. I left early for work, and she wasn't freaked out last night. So
that's good.
That I was thankful for because then I wasn't having to deal with.
Well, it's like you can't watch a movie about home invasion because it's that's too real.
The Strangers.
Yeah,
I hate that movie,
dude.
It's terrifying because it's this is real.
Yeah,
this could happen to me right now. Cool, awesome. No, thank you.
No thanks.
So let's get into some retail stuff. Considering this show's called Retail Therapy.
Yeah, there we go.
So today I found a funny treat, which I will send you the video or the picture of, so you can post it to the YouTube video. But I was fixing up some of the toy section, and I was taking out some stuff that didn't need to be there, and I happened upon a crushed juice box. But it wasn't a juice box; it was a little box wine. Just
some good old mom party.
Yeah, just some white Zinfandel, just crushed up behind the FNAF toys.
Oh, great! Was it a small box, a big box?
It was one of those the
one mom.
I think it's like a 2-glass bottle or something.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the. I don't know. Chris has gotten them before, but they're not like the single glass little bottles, but it was probably 2.5 glasses.
Oh, jeez.
So it's enough to get you.
So just had a sweet party in your store.
But that's the thing. I'm like, so were they sipping on it in the store and nobody noticed? or was it in somebody's purse and they were like, I gotta stash this somewhere? Or was it kids who had snuck some wine, maybe from the nearby Fred Meyer, and sucked it down on the way to my store, and then instead of throwing it in the trash, where trash goes, which is right outside my store.
A better place to hide things.
Yeah, no, they tucked it behind some plushies that little kids look for. And I could not believe it. It's the first time that's ever happened. I mean, at my old store, I'd found heroin syringes on the ground.
Yikes.
That was scary. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just put on some gloves, picked it up, threw it in trash outside, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to... I was like, no, what would I do? I'm not going to call the cops, because what are the cops going to do?
Oh, I found a heroin needle.
Yeah, right? Okay, did you see who dropped it? No? Okay.
Okay, grab it, throw it in the trash.
Okay, thanks. Well, it's trash.
Now hang up.
Well, it was probably like, you put it somewhere, like, that's not the trash, but...
Put it in a child's play pit.
Yeah, go put it in a McDonald's ball pit.
God.
Ugh. Sick.
Terrifying.
But yeah, that was funny. What about you, Fred? That was today.
Oh God.
That was like a couple hours before I came over.
So while you were on your work trip, I had a guy come in, and he had actually come in before, and I don't remember if I've talked about him on the show before.
Go ahead and talk about him.
Yeah, so obviously I'm going to give his name because that's just mean. But he's a fucker. Let's put it that way.
We'll give him a name, but call him a fucker.
Yeah, oh my God, he's just one of those dudes just wears fucking fingerless gloves everywhere.
Man.
And he's not
How
riding
old
a
is
bike. I think he's like early 20s.
Ooh.
And he's wearing like fingerless gloves there.
I mean, that's fine if you're in high school and you're in that stage in life. I've been there.
Yeah.
But not as a grown adult.
Yeah. And so in the past, he had come in, and it was like right when Halo 5 came out. And I remember he came in and he's like, "Oh man, Halo 5 is rated T? That's bullshit. Like this is I think he said this is an abomination."
Whoa.
Some shit. I was like, "What? Why?" He's like, "Well, that sucks because all the other ones are rated M." I was like, "Okay, why does it matter?" He's like, "I don't play T games." I wanted to facepalm through my own skull.
So he doesn't play Mario. He doesn't play.
I called him out. I was like, "Dude, you're missing out on so many good games."
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, so many good games are rated T.
The Batman Arkham games are all rated T.
All the Uncharted's.
Yeah,
like so many games are rated T that are good. And he's like, "Nope, I don't play T games. Those are for kids." So like, you're a fucking kid.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you play a game based on the rating?
Yeah,
like the ESRB. Like that's your golden god.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the ESRB has given it an M rating for me, please.
Yes, that is the only games I play.
Jesus.
So that was years ago, and while you were gone, he came in again, and we got into a discussion about the Switch.
Uh-huh.
And he said that, "Oh well, the Switch is just a ripoff of a Android tablet." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's." So they straight up ripped it off of a Android tablet that had controllers on it. Look it up. I'm like, "Show me. Please tell me.
Enlighten me.
Show me all these things so I can tell you how you're wrong." And he's like, "Here, look." And he's like, "I can't find it." I'm like, of course
you can't find it.
Yeah. And he was just swearing up and down that it was just a ripoff of something. I was like, well, I mean, it's not really. Oh no, he said a knockoff. That's what he said.
Okay.
Which is worse because it's like, a knockoff is
it's a cheaper version.
A cheaper version of a thing that exists.
Right.
Well, no, it's not a knockoff if it's better than the original thing.
Right.
I mean, that's my philosophy on it.
Right.
And then he said, Nintendo doesn't make good games anymore. I was like, how do you figure? Because, I mean,
even if that's your take, that Nintendo doesn't make good games anymore, Nintendo makes a lot of the same games. I mean, they don't make the same games.
He tried to make that argument. It's like Mario games, the same game every time. Zelda games, same game. Like
no.
You say that about Call of Duty. Like, well, Call of Duty's the same game every time too. So he's like just trying to throw that in my face.
So what does he like? Does he like anything?
I don't know. It's like every game is part of something else. Like there's nothing original.
Yeah, I was gonna say what do you want to play, buddy?
Yeah, that's like when people come in and say that a game is repetitive and that's why they don't like it. Like, okay, well,
but
of course you're going to have to do something repeatedly to progress.
Yeah, so you can get better at it. So you can figure it out. Because not everybody is good at something the first time they do it.
But, like, I think it's just such a narrow-minded way to describe something, because you take a shooter.
Right.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You're shooting people, they die, and then you go to the next room, shoot people.
You aim down the sights, you pull the trigger, you shoot their head.
Repetitive, right?
You do it, and you're good.
Okay. Take that about a game that, is widely regarded as good, like Mario.
Yeah.
Like, you run to the right, you jump, repetitive.
Yeah.
Come on!
But it's a formula that's worked that people get into, and it's gone through generations.
Yeah.
I mean, since the 80s, people have been playing that style of game. People request that.
Yeah.
Like, do you have the old style Mario game for the Wii U? What do you mean? The one where you run across the screen? Oh yeah, they make that. We got that.
Do you have any Mario games for the Xbox?
No.
Nope. Do you have any Mario games for PlayStation?
No.
Nope, sure don't. Maybe you should have bought that Nintendo system I suggested a few months back.
Wait, God, yeah. Ugh. It's always. I actually kind of enjoy, like, for people who are curious about it, enlightening them as to why certain games only exist on certain consoles.
Yep.
Because they don't realize that game developers are also sometimes console developers.
Yeah.
So, they're like, well, how come there's no Mario on the Xbox? I was like, okay, well, Nintendo makes their own console. Mm-hmm. They want you to buy their console. If you can only get Mario on their console, you're probably going to buy it.
Yep.
That's how they sell a console. So it would do them no good to put Mario on the Xbox. I mean, yeah, they'd sell more,
there's a larger base, like fan base, sure, but
it would take away from their console sales if there's a high install base already on a different console. Why would you need to buy theirs?
Yeah, that's like I get people saying that Legend of Zelda should be on PlayStation. Why? No, just leave it on a Nintendo console. It'll be fine. Like, oh, but it'll look so much better. The graphics will be so good. I guess
that's another like low bar, shitty comment that people make. Oh, graphics. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like for me, graphics are kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
If a game looks really good, then I'll be like, oh man, this game looks really good. Like Horizon Zero Dawn. Gorgeous
looks
game.
Amazing.
It looks spectacular. But that's not the first thing I go to.
But and in the same breath, I could be like, look at Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, gorgeous.
That game is amazing looking, and it is like almost cel shaded kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the way it's stylized is completely different.
Yeah,
but it's gorgeous in its own way.
It's great.
God,
but yeah, that's definitely a pet peeve of mine is when people just they don't seem to like anything.
I don't want to play Borderlands because it looks like a cartoon.
Right.
Why? Game's good.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah,
it's a game, but I can understand why people like it. It's just not my thing, and that can be said.
And
about
it's not because of the graphics.
Anything.
It's
no,
just the gameplay itself.
It looks cool. It's fun to watch. I just loot and shoot is not really my thing. I don't know. Just whatever.
That's fair. you need purpose.
But I'm just not gonna like shit on someone's life because that's like their favorite game. People are like, oh man, I can't wait for Borderlands 3. Granted, I hate Randy Pitchford because he's a snake, and that dude can fuck right off because he's just a con man who just takes other games. Anyway,
he's kind of like the Peter Molyneux,
but he's worse because he took money from these developers and publishers and put out shit games.
Duke Nukem Forever, Aliens Colonial Marines,
Battleborn.
Oh, dude. Battleborn.
So, like, a trifecta of turds. It's like the only thing that he's done that's successful is Borderlands. And even in one of those Borderlands games, a lot of people didn't like the pre-sequel.
Yeah.
So
I never played it. I played so much of 2.
Yeah.
I never got around to playing pre-sequel.
Right.
I don't care.
So you could say that his company has put out 2 good games. Yeah. Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And the rest, one of them was and the rest were just absolute flops.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell someone that they're terrible for liking his games.
Yeah.
Because I don't. What good does it do me to put someone down for something they like?
Yeah.
But I know people that do that, and they're just like, oh man, this is garbage. This is all garbage. It's like, okay, then don't participate.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just not buy it.
Yeah, don't just. That's how you vote.
Let it exist.
Yeah, that's how you vote.
That I actually had somebody talk about that fairly recently, about kind of sort of in the same vein with Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Okay.
And
is it Fighter Z or Fighters?
I don't know.
I think it's Fighters.
Fighters, sure.
Yeah, when I was in
a fucking terrible name because it's Fighters with a Z instead
of a capital Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Dragon Ball Z, so they
sure.
Of course they want to have the Z for whatever reason. But anyway,
so people. Like, I had somebody come in and like, oh man, Dragon Ball Fighters is going to be the Marvel killer. Like, what? What does that even mean? Like, oh, you Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like, that one's coming out and it's, going to be trash compared to Dragon Ball. Like, they announced that one and then Dragon Ball came out, or was announced after, and it looks so much better. Like, it's going to be the better game. It's going to kill Marvel. Like, no. And also, why can't they just both exist? Why does that matter? Like, does one have to be better than the other? It might be, like, just by the nature of the game being better, but not just by existing.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole taking sides thing is strange. Because people will ask me all the time, oh, what do you prefer, Xbox or PS4? Like, well, I have both.
Yeah.
So I like them both.
Now I could say all three.
Well, yeah, now I can say all three. But I tell them, like, well, and sometimes I get the oh, well, yeah, I mean, of course you have them all, but
no, not of course.
No, it's I choose to have them both.
Yeah,
and the reason is because I don't want to be limited to exclusives.
Yep.
Because there's exclusives that Sony has that I like.
Yep.
Last of Us.
Yeah,
Horizon
you wouldn't be able to play that.
Wouldn't be able to play those games. So I got that system for that reason. Mm-hmm. Same with the Xbox, and I give Xbox a lot of passes on certain things.
Sure.
But by and large, I don't know, their network stability, the games on there that I like to play, like Halo and Gears.
Yeah.
I've always liked those games. And
for me, I feel like the PlayStation has, in my mind, is the single player console.
Yes.
Like the single player games, like exclusives are, dude, just amazing.
Yeah.
Horizon, Last of Us, Uncharted's.
Yep.
The Order 1886, as short as that was a really good game.
Sure.
But I played through them once and probably done. I don't need to play them anymore.
Right.
I'll probably play Horizon some more.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Xbox, their exclusives, there's a couple single player games, but like you got Gears, you got Halo, you got Crackdown,
right.
Sunset Overdrive. Those are multiplayer centric games, and they're meant to last after you beat the story.
And I just like Xbox's community style better. It feels like it's easier to group up, party up, send invites, and do all that, and jump into a game.
Yep.
Like you can be in GTA 5, invite all your friends to the game, and then everybody can just pile in.
One little thing that I've noticed with like the party system on PlayStation, just a minor gripe that I'm surprised they haven't fixed yet, is when you're in a party and you open up like your little sidebar thing. By hitting the PlayStation button, there's no option with like you can kind of go to your little party menu, but there's no option to leave party from that screen. You have to click on go to party screen,
right,
and then it takes you basically to like the
main
hub, and then you have to exit it from there. You have to leave the party from there.
Yeah, it's strange.
It seems weird that you wouldn't just have that in the sidebar to just leave from there.
Yeah, because if you're going to leave, and you want to do it right away.
Again, minor thing, but that's obnoxious.
But yeah, so The whole fanboy thing about, people who, they have to be Call of Duty or Battlefield. They've got to be Tekken or Street Fighter. They've got to be Marvel vs. Capcom or Dragon Ball Fighters. Why can't you just like both?
Yeah.
Why can't you enjoy both? Or you can enjoy one, have no interest in another, and just leave it be.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Especially if it's something that both of them are releasing on the same console you own.
Yeah. I've ignored a lot of games.
Yeah, you have.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of games out there I have no interest in, so
exactly.
I don't need to play them.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk poorly about a game I have never played.
Oh yeah.
Just because, it got a bad Metacritic.
Oh man, Mighty Number 9 is trash. That game's so bad. Like, oh, you played it? No, but I heard it was real bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure,
it's not great.
Yeah, it's not a great game.
But if you haven't played it, you can't really say anything.
Yeah.
And it's really not as bad as everybody makes it sound.
Yeah, it's a simple game.
And it's Mega Man, but watered down.
Yeah. And I think that was the problem, is a lot of people were expecting Mega Man, and we're not given Mega Man.
I played it at E3 a couple years back, before it released, and it looked different then. Like, the art style was different, and it looked better then than when it launched.
So the final product was...
It was like, they like changed the art style to be like more 3D centric instead of like sprite based.
Yeah.
It used to be like sprite based, but now they use instead they use like the little 3D character models. I was like, oh, that's kind of like, I didn't want it to be 2.5D. I want it to be a 2D side scrolling with like sprites.
Right.
And yeah, they changed it. It's super weird to me.
Yeah, that is strange. But yeah, so just that whole mentality it bugs me. And I know we're complaining about people who complain.
Hey,
but
what's the point of this?
I know it drives me crazy with people who are just so hell-bent on trashing something to death. I mean, it's like internet comments. It's God, just shut up.
I won't play Star Wars Battlefront 2 because the first one sucked.
Yeah,
like, well, it didn't, but
it didn't. It just wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah,
and
the second one addresses all of those things.
Yeah, I mean,
the second one was made for you because you hated the first one.
But I mean, I guess that's also proof of people complaining and getting their way.
Oh my god. Okay, so I actually got to talk about this because it's really relevant right now.
Okay.
People are just crying about Destiny 2 right now.
Oh, right.
Because the shaders in this game, you can get them earlier on. In the first game, you had to wait till you hit level 20.
Right.
And then the shader was something you unlocked that changes your armor color for your entire armor set. Permanently until you equip a different one. But you never lost those shaders.
Right.
In the new game, you get them. You can equip them as soon as you get them on specific pieces of armor. You can do it on individual armor pieces, but instead of being something you can equip, unequip, and move around, it's a single-use consumable.
Right.
And people are just it's only been out for 3 days, and people are just losing their shit. Like, this is bullshit that it's a single use, and I can't just use it an infinite number of times. Like, I just hit level 20 last night, and at the point that I am, I've already got like 10 different shaders, and they come in stacks like 3 to 5 every time you get them. And once you hit level 20, they drop super frequently. So people are just up in arms about something that just play a little bit more, and it's not a problem. The way it's designed now is you're supposed to have so many different styles of shaders and so many stacks of them. Like, you don't need to have an infinite supply because you have so many of them.
Right. And now everybody's not going to look the same.
Yeah, and not just that. One of the things that they actually talk like in a blog post is that the design is meant to be that you'll do like certain events or certain activities that have their own unique shader.
Right.
Like, oh man, I'm running out. I only have like one of the raid shader left. Let's go do the raid so I can get like another stack of it.
Right.
Like, it's another reason to play the game more.
But it's aesthetic.
Yeah, and so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like, I don't mess with character creators.
Yeah. Oh, that's like people.
I pick default
that's like
every time.
The people are upset about Destiny's microtransactions that have returned, acting like they're surprised, and it's like the microtransactions don't get you anything that gives you an advantage. Like, you can buy all this stuff, but it's all cosmetic.
You can buy a sparrow.
Yeah.
I think you can buy Ingrams though, can't you?
You can buy Engrams, but even then,
it's like playing a lottery.
I think the ones that you buy don't have their own like power level. I mean, I haven't really gotten enough of them because I just hit 20.
Right.
But at least in the first game, when you bought the ones that you got in like the drop box or the loot boxes or whatever you want to call them, they start at like level 3, so you have to infuse them anyways. So they were like bullshit items. They just looked cool.
Right.
So you had to infuse them with the stuff that you currently own. So it's like it really doesn't matter. And then the Sparrow, it's just an appearance, like for the Sparrow you get. And then the ships, it's a different loading screen.
Yeah,
you have a different.
It changes your loading screen.
Yeah, it changes your loading screen.
Yeah.
So it does. Microtransactions aren't a problem.
Just don't participate in the microtransactions.
Yep.
If it's something you want, hey, the option's there. You can do it. Cool.
Yeah,
that's fun. So complainers and
and us complaining about them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we didn't talk about the eclipse.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That happened a couple weeks ago. So I was working that day.
Cool.
That morning.
Yeah.
And when it was dead, obviously.
Mm.
But I didn't get any of the glasses because I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal.
Yeah.
But it was. And so I was standing out in front of my store. I work in a strip mall. Mm-hmm. And I was outside checking out the shadows and seeing all the cool stuff. And some of the neighbor stores, they had glasses and they were letting me look at them.
Oh, cool.
So I got to see it. It was pretty rad. But the funny thing was, in the middle of it all, I'm standing out front, store's empty, I'm just outside, doing my thing. A guy walks up out of his car, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, you guys open? I'm like, yeah, man, the eclipse is going on right now. He's like, oh, can I go in? I had to stop. I was like, are you really gonna, you want to shop?
Yeah.
While this event that only lasts for like
a minute and a half,
a few minutes,
every like 30 years.
Yeah. And we're in a really good spot with like 99%.
We are very fortunate to live where we are.
Yeah.
I walked down I didn't walk, but I drove like right down the street, like close to my work.
Yeah.
And in that parking lot, we just sat there, Tara and I
yeah.
Cool.
People were paying like thousands of dollars for Airbnbs.
That's fucking insane to me.
The plane tickets to PDX were outrageous.
Yeah. So the reason why is because, kind of in northern or central Oregon, we had the path of like 100% totality.
Yeah. So
the moon will completely cover the sun. Except for like you'll see the ring, like perfectly.
Yeah.
Whereas where we are, Vancouver, you got to see like a little tiny sliver of the sun because the moon kind of lined up just that way.
Yeah.
Which was still awesome.
Right.
And, we'll never get to see that again unless we go to a place to have that, the totality.
So that was pretty funny. And I was like, dude, just hang out. Let's hang out, check it out, give it a few minutes and let's kind of check it out. He's like, oh, okay, fine. All right. So he got to see it through the glasses. He's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, this is dope. Let's just kind of check it out. I mean, this is a thing that never happens. Yeah. The world is basically stopping.
When we were looking at it, or like kind of basically after the peak had happened, this guy was going around the mall and he was using one of those lifters, like the scissor lifts, to like replace light bulbs that were in the parking lot. And he's like, "Did it already happen?" Like, I mean, it's technically still going on now. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." I didn't get a chance to see it because I was working. Like, here, take my glasses, check it out.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, fuck, that's awesome!" Like, he was so stoked. He's like, that looks so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man.
Like, I was honestly not, like, I wasn't hyped about it. I wasn't really that, whatever about it. But the world was really quiet.
Yeah.
The fact that I heard, like, almost no cars driving.
Yeah. And the weirdest thing was, like, how it was super dark.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day. It was like morning.
It felt like I had put sunglasses on.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was going blind.
Yeah. Because it was super dark, but it was just in the air. Like, there's nothing you could do about it. It was just dark in the air.
It's like, oh, I'm in the shade. Nope, not in the shade. The sun's blocked. This is crazy. What?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was strange. Let's see. So something else that happened to me. I think this was me leaving your house, or it was me leaving work. But when you're driving on the freeway, and somebody is like driving really, really recklessly, like they're going super, super fast, they're weaving in and out of cars and lanes, and you're like, man, you are going to cause an accident. This is crazy. Where are the cops? when you need them the most. Well, I was driving home, and this guy passes me on the right. I didn't see him come up on me. I just see, whoom, and he's past me, and I'm like, God damn it! I hope that piece of shit gets pulled over or gets in a car wreck by himself and doesn't hurt anybody else. So I'm driving along, going, near the speed limit, and I'm approaching Woodland, and I see cop lights.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, look, someone got pulled over. We pulled over on the right-hand side. Sure enough, it was the dickhead in the car going like 100 plus.
Good.
Got pulled over. I was like, oh my God, I hope you're getting the biggest, fattest ticket, you son of a bitch.
Getting your shit fucking impounded.
Yeah, I was... It doesn't happen enough where you see someone like run a red light and you're like, God, you need to get pulled over so bad.
I just want justice to strike you.
I just want to be a cop for this second so I can get you, you shithead. But yeah, that was awesome. I got so pumped about it. I was like, yes! The rest of my drive home was great because I was just like so jacked up about that.
Good.
Because
it's always satisfying when you get some justice. Like you get to witness it when people are just being shitty.
Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed that.
Oh man, that's pretty great.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was very cool because that never happens to me, and that was good. So.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about going back to work stuff real quick. There was this kid that came in, and he was having trouble with his Xbox. It wasn't displaying on his TV or whatever. So I tested it out for him just to see what was going on. Everything worked fine. Didn't know what was going on with it. Showed up on the TV, but it kept popping up with an error message. It was like, oh, I don't know what's going on with this. You might want to contact Microsoft to try and get that fixed or whatever. And then while he was dealing with the fact that his Xbox currently is out of service because the error message wouldn't, it was like, as soon as you turn it on, error message, wouldn't let you do anything. He's like, Grandma, can I buy this game? And she's like, your Xbox doesn't even work yet. Like, do you know if it's going to work? And he's like, fine. And puts the game back. He's like, oh man, what about this game? Grandma, can I get this game? And
is he a goldfish?
Yeah, and she's like, no, you don't even know if your console works yet. He's like, I'm getting real sick and tired of all these no's. I was like, what? I was like, oh, dang, dude. Like,
wow.
I was like, oh. And I told him, I was like,
you don't have money.
Well, not just that. I told him, I was like, dude, your Xbox might be out of commission. You might want to wait till you get your Xbox before you try and buy some games for it that you can't even play. And then he's like, oh, man, that sucks. I'm just, this is frustrating, blah, blah, blah. He's like, man, that sucks you guys can't even help me out.
How old is this kid?
I don't know. He looked like he was like a late teen.
What?
But like,
I was expecting like an 8-year-old.
No. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then after all that, he's like, man, this sucks. I'm, frustrated you guys can't help me out. And, after he told you, I'm sick and tired of all these no's. He then goes, hey, do you guys have any applications?
Jesus.
Yeah,
really?
He actually asked for an application.
Oh, that happens all the time where someone's just a total, like, bummer, negative, just super sour person. Oh, you guys hiring? Not you!
Yeah.
Leave!
I want to just straight up, no, never.
we don't hire ever. Same people.
We're closing.
We only have this many people, and
the entire company.
that is all we ever have. Well, that is all we'll ever have.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all you get.
Oh, sorry, John Retailer just called me. He said, don't hire anymore else. Any more people, that's it.
Yeah, Ricky, no job called, and there's no job. Sorry. He just told me we got no jobs. I don't know how to help you, but oh my god, the people are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I just can't believe that shit happened.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. But I feel like we had some times, and
I think we had some good stories that we told.
Oh my gosh.
I got some more for another day.
So do I. I got so many things. This world is a nightmare.
We'll use it for next week.
Yeah.
So we'll actually, we'll hopefully have a better opportunity to hang out because it sounds like you have all week.
I got all next week off.
That's awesome.
So
I've got 3 days off next week, so
we'll pick a day and come over to my place and we'll hang out, record, and maybe we'll play some board games.
Yeah.
And because why not?
Yep.
Maybe get Mike involved.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna end our show for this week. Today. So, yeah. I mean, you guys know where to find us. This is 7th episode in. So,
and thanks for sticking with us.
I appreciate it.
It's awful that it's been so long since we've.
I had a few people asking me when we were gonna put up a new one, and here it is. Finally, it's here. So, and if the audio quality sounds a little bit off, it's because we're recording just off of Noel's recorder as opposed to the microphone setup that we normally have. So, we'll see.
I'll do my best to clean it up.
Yeah, so...
And I'm saying this as if you didn't already just listen to the entire thing.
I should probably brought that up at the top of the episode, but who cares?
Thanks for sticking with us.
None of this matters.
Nothing matters. Nothing else matters.
Life is pain. All right, guys.
We're out.
Bye.